Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Laura.
I'm Leo. Lauren Leo, L&L, not to be confused with a major chain restaurant, unless you want to.
So why did you choose to work with Chaston as your agent?
Why did I choose Chaston to work as my agent? Well, funny story, or not really funny, but we were looking at a house in Waihea originally. We didn't have a realtor at the time, but when we clicked on a link on Zillow or Willow, what's it called?
Zillow.
Zillow. We clicked on a link to show interest in the house, and maybe before we even clicked, Chaston was already emailing, texting us saying, let's go check it out.
Hey, are you looking for a house?
At the very least, we knew he was prompt and ready to go and motivated. But besides that, when we got to the house, we were walking around the house. He was showing us around, so we knew he did his research on properties. He showed up, that's good. And then once we were going through the properties, we were asking questions about it. He was able to relay questions back to me. When I said something he didn't know, he was brave enough to say he didn't know anything about that and asked more questions about it. So to me, that showed that even though he's a realtor and he's supposed to, have this persona of knowing everything, he was honest with himself and that he did it. So I like that. We didn't end up choosing that house, but throughout the process, we felt like, oh, this is somebody that's real, wasn't just a poster, wasn't just somebody that wants to sell a house, it's someone that wants to find something for people here, a home. So when we clicked on another link for another home, we were like, you know what, we gotta hit up Chaston again, because that was a good experience. And so, yeah, I think based off of that, that's why we chose to stick with him for this place.
What surprised you most about the home buying process?
Escrow. Escrow is quite a process, and I didn't realize what the timeline was. And when we had bought this house, they had told us 30 days, and typically it takes like 45. So we had to crunch on our end, and it was like a huge crunch timeline wise. So like, do your research.
And then what was your favorite part working with Chaston?
Shooting the shit. Yeah.
Favorite part working with Chaston? It's hard to pick apart, from the time we met him from the original property that we didn't end up choosing to the property, which is where we're at now, that we end up liking. There's a lot of communication, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of banter, there's a lot of personal communications that happen outside of just the home buying experience, where we were able to connect on a personal level. So trying to find favorite moments is kind of hard, because the whole experience, I'd say, is my favorite experience, because we've been fortunate that this wasn't the first time buying a place. The last time we bought a place, we didn't use a realtor. We were kind of just trying to figure it out on our own. And when we went through Chaston this time, we met a lot of things that weren't our favorites, and because we had him to help us through that part, it became our favorite part of it, because we didn't have anything to fall back on. So I feel like that's probably one of, if not the whole thing, was our favorite part.
Next question is, what advice would you give someone thinking of buying a home on Maui?
Do your research. Know what you want. Have your wish list. Manifest that. Make sure all those things are checked off, and get pre-qualified. So you have your loans and your lender and your realtor, Chaston, in check, and making sure that that is the next step that you want to commit to for the next 30 years of your life.
Yeah, that's the technical side of it. I would agree. I think you don't settle. Know what you want. There's a lot of places on Maui. There's a lot of things that you can find out here. Have patience when you're looking, because you need to not settle. You need to have patience for what you're looking for, because there is something out there for you. And hopefully you have someone like Chaston to help you out, because, with what we were trying to look for and his, I guess, resources to be able to try and find that need, we were able to find something where we weren't overlooking things that we thought we needed. So definitely don't settle. And if you are gonna settle, at the very least, have Chaston there so he can help you out.
Would you recommend Chaston to your friends and family, and why?
Would I recommend Chase to my friends and family, and why? Well, you know, if I really had to, yes, I would. Why? It's because he has become friends and family to us. Throughout this whole experience, I've probably mentioned it before, you know, he's been there, he's answered questions, he's given me information, I've given him information, he's taken that. And along that whole journey, you know, we've become friends, you know, he knows Lara, he knows me, he knows our fur baby, we know his fur baby, we know his family. So throughout this whole experience, you know, we talk about in Hawaii, ohana, keeping local families home. This is the local boy that came and, you know, gave us all the information we need, all the help we needed when we needed it. And, you know, from that, we've built a relationship and we can call him ohana. So, you know, I feel like that's all the reason to and tell him, go help out all my friends and family, because we'll make the family even bigger.
So I hope all that information was helpful. If you are considering relocating to Maui, I would love to be the realtor you choose to work with, or at least start the conversation with. Please do me a favor and email me below, or for a quicker response, send me a text at my cell phone number, which also should be below. Reach out anytime, and let's make your Maui real estate dreams a reality. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
It's about time.